come prepared for defeat.
Alright guys, what's up? It's Codemaster Hard Rock, back at it again. We got another deck profile. This time we're going to be talking about my updated Danian deck profile. So, when we get into it, I do want to throw this out there. You are going to need some Parasite tokens. I have 3 of each right here. All sleeved, looking gorgeous. That's going to be important, but just like last time and all the other previous deck profiles, we go over locations first. Then we're going to move on to attacks, followed by then Music, and Battle Gear with Creature Association. With that being said, we're going to just jump straight into it. We're going to start off with Silkchaw's Mine, Initiative Courage. Attacks that would deal more than 20 damage to creatures with Earth deal 20 instead. This builds protection for my creatures anyway. Next we have the Darkened Dunes. Earth creatures gain Rage and Swift 1. That way I can attack creatures further away. Next we have Gloomuk Swamp, Initiative Courage. Earth attacks deal an additional 5 damage. That is the only thing you need to worry about here. Oh, and fire attacks are reduced, but yeah. The Phalanx Portcullis. Creatures with less than 50 courage deal less than 5 less attack damage. Creatures with more than 100 courage deal an additional 5 damage. I mostly have that to weaken my opponent's attacks, to be perfectly honest. Next, we have Mount Pillar. When it becomes the active location, activate Hive until the end of turn. Nice, nice. Next is the Infectorum. At the beginning of combat, deal 15 damage to infected engaged non-Danian creatures. So yes, you can infect your own creatures and Danians. Then, last but not least, we have Mount Pillar Reservoir Liberated. Mount Pillar Reservoir is revealed. Each player infects an unaffected creature he or she controls. That becomes very important later because you'll see with the attacks. It'll make a lot more sense. So with that being said, we're going to move on towards the attacks. Alright guys, so first things first, we have 2 Rust Toxic. Challenge Courage 15, deal 10 damage. I can deal 20 damage with this Rust Toxic, that is insane. Next we have Sediment Storm Shield. This is a way to heal energy as I battle, because I have Earth. Next we have 2 Swarming Destruction, very similar to, oh god, what's it called? Oh man, Might Swing for Underworlders, but this is for Danians. And of course, Primal Smash. No deck is complete without it. Next we have 2 Petrifying Power. Petrifying Power deals 0 damage if your opponent controls the active location. Very situational, very nice. Infectious Implosion. If the opposing engaged creature is infected, deal 10 damage. With this deck, you're more likely to do so. With that being said, that's 15 damage, and that's pretty solid. Paraseed, 15 damage if Hive is active. That can work really well. Gravel Grind. Earth. When it deals damage, remove a card from the general discard pile from the game. That is how you clean up your opponent's stuff, specifically Music, if they have cards that specifically get Music back or anything like that. Now you're probably wondering, well, what about creatures? You'll see in a second. Next we have Tecta Strike, 30 damage. Really, really nice. Next we have 2 Earth Pulse, 15. Nice. And Vine Snare, deal 10, and Rob, 25 speed. Really, really nice. So with that being said, we're going to move on over towards the Musics. First things first, we have Anthem of Stone. Target creature gains Earth. If it already has Earth, gain Earth 5. Pretty nice. Cadence Clash. This bounces a Music back to your opponent's hand. Strain of Infection, 2 of them. Uninfect up to 3 creatures. Infected creatures. Target Danian creature gains a Music counter for each, creature uninfected this way. Pretty solid. And adds to the burn aspect. Unbalancing Battle Song. Gain 15, deal 15. Nice. Working backwards to forwards with my team. We have ourselves Drill Dozer attached to Lore Ancestral Caller. Drill Dozer would gain Lore 20 energy, so Lore would be at 95, 40, 55, 35, 70. He has 3 Music counters. Toss 1 Music, deal 5 damage to opposing engaged creature, and heal 5 damage. And this is where it's important. If an opponent's creature would go to the discard pile, remove it from the game, and lore gains a Music counter. That is stupid, and I could use that to burn my opponent and punish them, really, for even considering their discard pile. Above, this might come as a shock, but we have Alexia. Yeah, usually I put my character cards right up front, but Alexia is a little bit different. Drill Dozer, as stated before. So Alexia would have 50, 60, 55, 20, 60. Adjacent creatures gain Defender. When a Mandiblore or an infected creature is placed into a discard pile, Alexia gains a Music. Toss a Music. Activate Hive. Hive. Music counters on Alexia count as Mandiblores you control. This would work with other creatures that have Hive, and they're like, oh, gain this much for each Mandiblore you control. So that's what Alexia is for. However, I'm not too concerned about that. Then we have Evergreen Tunic attached to Shock. Evergreen Tunic would give Shock 20 energy. So Shock would be sitting at 80, 30, 50, 45, 60. Hive gain 15 energy. Jump up to 75. And he has Toss a Music, infect target uninfected creature, and he has 2. So, bam, there we go. That's not too shabby, especially for a common, but not a lot of people play him. But that's okay. At the very top, we have Quad attached to the Crawl Ember Shard. Since he is a minion, he would gain Earth. Reveal this at the beginning of the game. 75, 40, 50, 70, 55. Toss a Music. Deal 10 damage to target creature, and Quad gains 10 energy. Pretty self-explanatory. Dead center, we have Hyadrom equipped to the Evergreen Tunic. We know what it does. He would gain 20 energy, so he'd be at 75, 45, 60, 40, 80. Activate when Hive is active, Hyadrom gains 15 energy, and creatures engaged with it lose 15 energy. He is loyal. Plus, he has a Music counter, so that's pretty nice. Next, we have another Quad. Same situation. However, he has 75, 45, 50, 70, 60. With that being said, guys, that was my Danian deck profile. Get you guys something to look at. I hope you guys learned something new today. If you found this deck to be very educational or even pretty solid, to be perfectly honest, for me, I like this build. I understand that there's other builds out there that I could probably be using, but maybe people can educate me. But that's okay, because I'm working with what I got, not with what I don't. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and if you found this informative, please like and share and all that other fun stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya!